Hello, everyone! I am Tacet, and welcome to the Gems of War Raids, Week 33, Day 5. So, today, main thing is actually going to be leveling. We end up doing invasions. Of course, we end up having the invasions earlier on today. We end up running with the double of the Sir Mordain, followed by the Mirror of Reflection, as well as a Mirrorlift. So basically just double of the Epic Troop for Invasion this week, followed by 2 mana generators, is essentially what we ran for the team. And it ended up working out very, very well, and we got it done in like no time flat. And yeah, it went pretty smooth. And of course we'll be able to get the rest of those battles in as the week progresses, or as the weekend progresses, I should say, and be good to go from there. Anyways, main objective today will be to get Barbarian max. Started working on Dervish a little bit. However, we still got to go finish out the Barbarian, so let's make sure we go and actually switch to it then as well. And we're getting pretty close. We are getting very close to all max tier classes. We're actually going to have a new goal and try to finish it by the end of next, what's it called? Vault event. The goal is by the end of next Vault event, which is right around the corner. Next Vault event, actually. It's the 19th, I believe it was, of next month. So, pretty soon. Other than that, we should only have 5 left, if I'm not mistaken. Not counting Barbarian. That's pretty much already done, obviously. Dervish, Dabalist, so 2. Let's see. Oracle 3. Slayer 4. And there should only be 1 more over here. War Priest 5. But yeah, we only have 5 hero classes left. Not counting Barbarian, which is, you know, we're pretty much already maxed. We'll have it maxed in like 30 minutes or less. Also, they're trying to sell purple deeds. I'm actually only 1 purple deed away as well. So it's kind of funny that they're selling purple deeds right now. But I could just wait till Monday, obviously. But it's kind of funny, as I actually do need exactly 1 purple deed. But anyways, hello, Bill Warhammer. Hello, Birdleaf. Hello, Spins. And hello, Gustavo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Already dead. Nice. And of course, we're farming the low end of PvP. This ends up working out really well because we have a lower amount of rating, which allows us to go into really low battles, and we can pretty consistently, pretty much like every other battle, end up getting a low one. Oh gosh, we already got 1 level. Well, there we go, level 99. 1 more to go. The final level, and it'll be 100 on that, and then we'll go back to Dervish. But we're making pretty good time. We averaged out earlier. It should be about 43 hours at the absolute max, as far as how much we'd need to grind to max out every remaining hero class. However, realistically, it's actually closer to about 30 hours, as far as how much longer we'd have to do to max out the 5 hero classes that we still have not yet maxed. Counting Barbarian is already maxed, given that's 1 level away. Yeah, the other 5 should take about 30 hours. 42 at absolute max. That's probably quicker than that, because that was calculated based on 180. Oh, no. I hate when that happens. No! I hate that so much. When you think you clicked on it, you go click the battle and this repicks it again. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Chris Border. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you, Bill Warhammer, for mentioning Streaming Global. Definitely helps out. Got to get that exposure out there. What do we get? There we go. Same battle again. Isn't this the exact same battle we just had? Pretty sure. It loves to repeat. As long as it repeats easy ones, I'm fine with it. So I'm still using the bird from last weekend. Actually, when are we getting a new pet? I think our next new pet is for the faction. Oh, gosh, did we just get the same team 3 times in a row? But what is this drop table right now? But the next pet we're actually getting is on the next Friday, 1 week from today. Because next Friday we are getting a faction. Actually, we're getting a lot of stuff next week. On Monday, we're getting a new event legend, which will be an event key drop table, as well as the new glory troop. On Friday, we're going to be getting a new mythic and a new faction. So that means next week we are theoretically getting 7 new troops, a new weapon, and a new pet, essentially. These we're getting a new faction, a mythic, a event legend, and a normal glory troop. I don't think we're getting any pet or anything. Or no new pet. Obviously we're getting a Wednesday pet. That's nothing special, I don't believe it was. Hello, Scout Tank! Welcome! And as soon as we get this level, we'll go do our dailies and then hand out the code. And then we'll probably mess with Dervish. That will be our next goal after this one, as far as leveling is concerned. And then once we finally get them all maxed, oh gosh, like, we've done 7 battles. We've gotten this like 4 or 5 times. How? This drop table's so weird. But it's gonna feel really nice getting all these hero classes maxed. It'll allow us to focus on other things. And hopefully 5.0 will be bringing in something else new to grind. And if not, well, then Explore 12 grind it is. Which is something we normally wouldn't have done hero class grind with. That will allow us to go get everything we need to go get a bunch of upgrades for troops. Is the faction weapon any good? I didn't actually check. Knowing faction weapons, statistically I would say no. But no, I haven't actually checked. We go check it in a second. Have I logged into beta? I have not yet. Did they post the beta code on the forum thingy yet? Or on the, not the forum, but the Discord? I didn't see it earlier. Let's see. I don't see it posted yet. Oh no, are you in it? I don't see it posted. They set up the server and everything for it, but they never bothered releasing the code thingy for it. So it's not publicly yet, from what I could find. Though it probably will be very soon. I assume it will be by like tomorrow or the following day. I'm hoping so, because the weekend would be a great time to go do it in. Oh yeah, let's go check that weapon. I'm curious if it has a good weapon. But yeah, it's associated with Blade of Lands, the new faction that's coming out in, a week from now. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for weapon. Is that any good? It's this weapon right here. Gain magic +1 armor, boosted by burning and disease enemies. Then burn all enemies or disease all enemies 5 times. So it's useless. So you're telling me it's 100% useless then? Yes. Pretty much. Okay. So yeah, that weapon's dead content as far as actually using it is concerned. That's a horrifically bad weapon. So I was right with my guess in saying that it is completely useless. I was correct. But yeah, it's for Blighted Lands, which is actually good because that means you'll be able to get a much easier 10-star Blighted Lands if you haven't gotten it yet. Though those still require a mythic from there. Oh no, they haven't launched the beta yet. Not yet. It probably will be very soon, but it hasn't yet. But I'm very curious to see what 5.0 will bring. I'm hoping it brings something fun to grind. And rebalance. No, even if it brings rebalance, we generally won't know any of the trooper rebalance or anything is. We'll only really know if any mechanic rebalance occurs. Oh, so we should only need about 20 to 30 more battles. Given that we're gaining 2 each. Yeah, 30. Or actually 31. Right? Math. How do you work? Yeah, 31. We're almost there. I just realized the parrot has a sword in its mouth. That's funny. Not that one, but the one in the image. I actually never noticed that. That is pretty hilarious. Just noticed that now. It still makes me think of Darkest Dungeon every single time I see that. The Elder of Guardian thing. Hello, Drock Savage! Welcome! Actually reminds me, I still have like $95 stuck in Fiverr that I need to do something with. I still never found anything for it. I feel like 99% of things on Fiverr is just a scam. Like, I have never seen a commissioning website with such a horrible reputation. I've tried 3 times and all of them fell through. I must, especially if we keep getting instant battles like that. Yeah, Zugof's a lot of fun to mess around with. It's not the greatest option for everything, but it's definitely a lot of fun to use. Is it hot by you? It's still been kind of average by me. It's been really rainy lately, so it's been hard to tell. Curious how hurricane season will be this year. It better not be bad. Especially since about around the time when the coronavirus is probably going to pick up again. Because that'll be awful having increased amount of coronavirus while simultaneously having to evacuate an area. That's a bad combination. Bill Warhammer's always here lurking. When is Bill Warhammer not here? it was all-seeing. Pretty much. Oh yeah, you weren't here during the morning stream. But as far as nightly streams, you're normally around. Yeah, hurricane season technically starts around this time. However, it doesn't really pick up until like September normally. September is always the worst month for it. Yeah, I know. Hurricane season started early this year because there isn't enough bad things already going on. The only good thing about hurricane season is there's probably so many fires that it might help some areas. At least if the world is burning, it'll put out the fire. I know, this is the year of, like, when you say, like, what else could possibly go wrong? And then it finds a way every single time. It's just that kind of year. Honestly, I'm not sure how any year is going to top it in the near future. As far as number of bad things that can happen back to back in one single year. Is the flash offer worth it? Not really. If you really, really want purple deeds, I guess it's okay. But for the most part, it's pretty average. It's not a bad offer. It's just not an extremely enticing one. Where's that level? Should be pretty close to it, actually. Yep. What is that? That is 6 more battles. And then we got ourselves a level 100 hero class. And then we only need 5 more. All of which are pretty close already. And by 5 more, I mean 5 more hero classes and 5 more battles. Guess I had to clarify since it's actually 2 different 5s at once. 5 more battles and 5 more classes. There are only 5 more classes until we finally done. What are my thoughts on the protests happening? Well, what the cop did was obviously excessively wrong, as well as everyone who was like there. Just the complicity of that. But yeah, that was pretty absurd what the cop did. As far as the protests and everything, I don't know. I feel like they went a little too far. But like obviously peaceful protests and everything is perfectly fine. But everything else that's been going on is questionable. Like, obviously they want action. but it's gone a little too far. I live in a hurricane area, which is really annoying. And there we go. Level 100! We have done it. Barbarian is now maxed. And for all of our work, we get nothing. Because all of its perks are useless, like many hero classes, once you get it to 100. And obviously all the ones we haven't done have some of the most absolute useless ones. Because that's one of the reasons why we don't have them done. And then why we're saving them for last. Is the fact that they have such abysmal level 100s. And this one is one of those cases. Completely dead content hero class. Goodbye. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Dervish. Hello again. You're also useless, but let's go and get you leveled. There we go. Okay, Dervish leveling time. Let's go run through our dailies and we'll hand out a code. And then we'll mess with leveling Dervish more. Oh, so it was charged with murder then. Because that was pretty obvious that what it was. There we go. Okay, do we have extra turn anywhere? No, we do not, so let's grab that. Yeah, just because he was charged with it doesn't actually mean it's going to go through. Time will tell. I'm pretty sure the protest will still keep going until literally the day he's in jail. But I don't really foresee them stopping with how bad they've been lately. Or I should say how intense they've been. Yeah, we do have full mana there. That's good because we can actually save our Leprechaun for the second mana gain then. Works out really well. And then dead. There we go. Nice. That actually went pretty smooth for a double cast. And we got 50 gems off of that to go in our pile. Hey, we got 5-1-5-1-5. I mean, 5-1-5-1-1. Or 1-5-1-5-1. I'll say it right eventually. But it's basically alternating between 1s and 5s. There we go. Anyways, let's go clear our dungeons and we'll hand out a code. Then we'll mess with leveling this more. Actually, you know what? We'll stay with it. Why not? Might as well stay with it. I don't know. I honestly don't really trust the police vetting process for the most part. I know some people, like when I was in elementary school, when I was like really, really young, who like wanted to like legitimately 100%, even in middle school, who like wanted to be like police officers eventually when they grew up, and they were like the kind of people that would be like the people that you'd expect to be in jail, not being police officers. Yet these are like sometimes the kind of people that want to get into that kind of job just for the power, and it's kind of scary how high that number is, and increasingly seems to be. And there we go. Let's go hand out code. Let's see. Is this one? Put that in there, put that in there. Refresh. Put that in there, and we got the whole thing. There you guys go. There's a redeem code. You do it on gemsofwar.com with the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever game says, whatever there's, what you put in. Redeem code is over there in chat. It's copy paste random numbers and letters starting with 5v7. And it gives the same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. And of course, it's only usable on PC, mobile version of the game. There you go. Okay, next order of business. Dervish. Become higher level. Go. Let's go grind it out in PvP a bit. We're getting there. Only 5 hero classes left. This game really wants to keep giving me this battle. I almost feel like we've gotten this battle more than every other PvP battle combined today. Or every other one. Or not today, but at least during the stream. I'm not sure why it wants to keep giving it to me. It's only 2,500, not 250,000. That would be pretty nice if it was 250,000. It's a relatively small amount of loot, but it adds up. Yeah, 250,000 would be quite absurd. That's almost an hour of grinding gold. 250,000, if it was to be that much. Actually, what is the highest gold drop that you can get in the game? I think it's Cedric, which has a 60,000 gold, as well as Normal Gnome, which has 50,000. I don't think there's a single gold drop higher than that. Because the most you can get from a delve chest is tens of thousands, but I don't think you ever get more than about 30,000 or so. I just realized, did we make sure to put this on gold? Pretty sure Dervis is a 5 gold gain. Find out in a second. Okay, good. We do have it set to 5 gold. Might as well get that free gold. Over the course of leveling it up, it's probably going to be several thousand gold. Well, it's not that much. Hey, it adds up. Oh, why did I not take blue? Could have already won. And we're going to take golden. Yeah, I'll probably head to 87, I think, for Dervish right now. Seems like a nice number to aim for. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go for that. Luckily, we get a good cascade to make up for the bad starting board. Oh, misclick. Come back, screen! Hey, when I click on that. Ugh. I find it interesting because whenever I'm recording a video, I like never misclick off the screen. If for whatever reason, whenever I'm doing a live stream, it seems to happen like almost every live stream. I never really understand that. Because I haven't done it for video, I don't think ever. If for whatever reason during live streams, seems to like happen every single day. Hello, Darkus, welcome. No, come back. Ah, bad board. Can't even get an extra turn off Cascade. Yep, that's not what I want. Oh, while I'm here, did want to check the thing. As I say, we should be keen at level any second now. 3 more battles. And then we'll get 1 more level after that. If I can find any battles, that is. I could have taken that one, actually. Hello, Chad. How am I doing? Pretty well. Yeah, gold farming teams can get quite a bit of gold. Yeah, you can get almost 10,000 from a battle if you do like a double Cedric into a PvP battle. Or into Explore 12. Actually, I believe it's a bit less for Explore 12. Actually, what does it come out to for Explore 12? I actually forget. I don't think it's 10,000. I know it's pretty high. Level 86. Because last I recall, I believe the Cedric Valky team is around 400, 450,000 in Explore 12. It can vary slightly depending on VIP bonus, of course. Three Cedrics with a Bronze Lock pistol. Interesting. I've run double Cedric or Bronze Lock pistol before. Running something that cleans up a bit quicker. I'm not sure about triple. I wouldn't expect that to be able to kill Explore 12 that quickly. Without dying itself. Because to kill quick, you would have to have a triple damage burning hero class. That also means you wouldn't be that tanky, so you might die to the battles. What's a good team for invasions? Double of the invasion troop this week, followed by any 2 mana generators is your best bet. I specifically did it with double Surm Ordain, followed by Mirror of Reflection, followed by Mirror Lift. Is what I ran with. But pretty much just Surm Ordain with a bunch of mana accumulation is fine. And double if you have it. Just in case one dies. And also so you have double cast so it goes quicker. How long does it take to get a class to level 100? That can vary depending on the method you use. But assuming 180 XP per hour, which is definitely doable by multiple different methods, it takes around 43 hours, I believe it was. What was the breakdown on it? Let me double check. I know the maths. We just need to go put it in. But yeah, it's 5,050 divided by, because 5,050 is how much XP you need. So 5,050 divided by 180. About 28 hours, I mean. Not 43. But 28 hours is about how long it takes to do a hero class. However, if we go and do it based on... So the method we're doing right now, if we were to go and do this, it is approximately about 4 to 5 XP per hour. And if we assume it at 4, that would bring us to... Or sorry, per minute. So if we assume it at 4 XP per minute, that brings us to, what is that, 240 per hour. And if we break that down at 240 per hour, a hero class running at 240 per hour would come out to only 21 hours to max. And we have every single hero class beyond 70. And that 70 is the halfway point. So we're much lower than that. Which means every single hero class I can currently get maxed in under 10 hours, essentially. Since we have them all at level 80. But every single hero class I have, I can max in under 10 hours. If we put it in time. And quite a bit under 10 hours, actually. No, it's 5,050 is how many E you would need. So theoretically, it'd be 5,050 battles if you do them 1 XP at a time. However, there are multiple different instances where you gain 2 XP. And one of those instances is everything in PvP. So re-picking into a super easy casual PvP battle gives 2 XP, which is really good. It's the quickest class XP in the game. Not hero XP, but class XP. But yeah, there's 2 different methods for class XP farming. There's Explore, which gets around 180 to about 220 XP per hour. And then there's what we're doing now, which I feel like averages around 240 XP. Though it can vary based on a lot of factors. But assuming you're deliberately keeping a very low rank and not doing PvP throughout the week, I feel like it averages closer to 240. If you are, it could be slower, and the reason for that is more repicks. But assuming you have a really, really low rating throughout the week, and maintain it throughout the week, the really low rating, you will be able to get around 240 per hour from this. Gosh, 2 battles in a row where we didn't get it one shot. Has it been? My program says it hasn't dropped anything. Unless YouTube is dropping stuff on its end. What are you doing, YouTube? Just surprised that one shot. Apart from cosmetic pets, what pets do you not upgrade right away? Most of the faction pets. And the main reason for this is you upgrade them partially for when you do their pure faction. However, after you have completed it to level 500 pure faction, and you get all those extra pet copies, unless you specifically need it for a kingdom upgrade, they are not worth upgrading because you will never use the pure faction team ever again, most likely. So they're another good one that's worth skipping after you've done their first few upgrades that you needed to go get the faction done. But once you do pure faction, all the copies that you get for doing pure faction are kind of pointless unless you specifically need the level 20 pet for the kingdom. And if you don't, you might as well skip on it. Other than that, that's the only other one that's really worth skipping. Every other one I would say is worth upgrading. Actually, I almost have enough food now that we can upgrade every pet in the game. You might notice me soon convert all of my food, or all my pets into food. This is a good indication that they have not added a disenchant all pet food in next patch. We'll find out soon. I really hope they do. It's a nice quality of life thing. I'm not sure if it's going to make it into next patch or not. They're aware that they need to add it at some point. Not sure if 5.0 will be that point or not. Or if we'll just make it into some kind of quality of life update. But if it doesn't make it to the next patch, I'm just going to convert them all myself manually. And at that point, I believe we can max out every pet in the game once I do that. We'll get a lot of orbs for that when we do get around to that. I'll know as soon as I see a changelog for the game. It'd be pretty obvious. You just go to the menu. Do you see a disenchant all for pets? No? Then I guess we got to go do it all manually. It's not that big a deal. It would take us like almost 20-30 minutes to go do it all manually. Compared to if they had a button for it, it would take like 30 seconds. But luckily, it's not something you would have to do often. So it is pretty tedious if you had like 10 different ones that you had to do. In this case, we're going to have way more than that. We're going to have dozens upon dozens. But I mean that in the sense that even over the course of a week, let's say you disenchanted all of them manually, and you finally got it all done. Within a week, you could end up getting like 10 to 30 different pets. And then have to disenchant them all one at a time, all the excess copies. So hello, Kirsten. Welcome. Luckily, that Dragon Soul Hut doesn't have its 50% revive. Makes things easier on us. Hello, Liz. Welcome. How close are we getting, by the way? We're almost there. We need, what is that battle-wise? That is 14 battles. I don't know another one where it didn't die. Luckily, we're getting pretty quick follow-ups. Oh, so hello, Defiant, and thank you. Greatly appreciated. A lot of low levels with mythics. Getting lucky. Actually, that mythic actually isn't even that bad in early game either. At least against other lower level players. Against higher content, that'd be awful. That one legend. Or mythic, I mean. What's the formula for number of battles per player level? What do you mean? You mean for your hero level or for your class levels? The amount of EXP you need for each class level is always one above whatever the level is. So to get level 100, we would end up getting 100 EXP. So basically it's +1 onto whatever the goal is. So like right now we're on what was our level right now? We're on 86. So that means we need 87 EXP for our next level total. As you can see, it's always 1 EXP higher than whatever your current level is. Oh, you mean for your overall hero? I have no clue what the formula is. Someone will have to data mine it. It changes quite drastically once you get beyond 1,000. Level 1,000. But nope, someone would have to data mine it. It's never been shared publicly. And I have no clue what it is. Tower invasion teams. Best thing that you can end up using for that is double Sir Mordain, the invasion troop, followed by hero with Mirror of Reflection, followed by Merilith. The basic premise of the team is double of the invasion troop this week, followed by 2 mana accumulators. That's all you really need. Ends up working out great. Hello, Henrik. Welcome. Also, I just realized I said that in a weird order. Because I already answered your question. Yep, no problem. I'm not sure why, but whenever I look at that bee, I'm think of Bug Fables now. Whenever I see Beatrix. I don't think at any point in the stream we even broke 10 viewers, but I'm having fun with it. It's honestly a game I feel like no one really knew about. So how's Bug Fables? It is really good. I personally love it a lot. It's what I've been wanting from a Paper Mario game for ages. That they did really well with the very first 2 and then never did it. And Bug Fables comes the closest to that of any game I've ever seen. And has a really good storyline so far. Do I enjoy it as much as I thought I would? Yeah. I'm enjoying it as much as I thought I would. Honestly, I'm probably even enjoying it more than that. The difficulty curve of it I absolutely love. Though I did finally have to get rid of the ultra hard difficulty. Mostly because I think it might be literally impossible. For some of the battles that we were up against. At least with the other restrictions that we put in place. Like not being able to do any HP upgrades. Because I didn't just do hard mode, I also did hard mode with like an additional hard mode on top. I'm not even sure if the game was ever made to even function with both of them on. Because I know the second boss was like extremely tight. We were ever so barely able to get past it with it. And took forever. And the third one we were able to get it down to like less than 10% HP. But it always had like that one strike that just was way too much damage. It was like literally enough to do our full HP bar. And there was no way to dodge it. So if it ever got that attack up, you'd basically have to get good RNG until it didn't. Also, gosh, it's downpouring outside. It just really loves raining. I'm not sure why. But the last week, it has been constantly raining by me, like nonstop. But anyways, guys, that'll probably wrap it up for the stream for now. Got our dervish to level 87. Probably get it a bit closer to 90 tomorrow, and keep working it up from there. So tomorrow, we'll probably be doing, speaking of bug fables, we'll probably be doing bug fables throughout the morning, afternoon, and all that. Probably doing 2 chapters, especially now that we're doing on hard mode. Things should start moving a little bit quicker now that we're not doing it on the double hard difficulty with the other extra thing on top with the extra damage thing. So now things won't just randomly kill us. They'll still randomly kill us, but less often with the other thing not on anymore. But that will allow us to get through 2 chapters pretty timely and go from there. And I believe there's 7 chapters total. And we'll do 4 and 5 tomorrow, and then 6 and 7 on Sunday. And I'll either do all the side stuff either on stream during one stream or 2, or just do it off stream. We'll see. But anyways, anyone have any other questions or anything else you want me to go over? Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we do every night for Gems of War. And tomorrow night, we'll mainly just be messing around with invasions, as well as getting Dervish to level 90, as I mentioned. And go from there. And we're getting pretty close to max all hero classes, and I'm going to try to do that by the end of Bounty Hunter, or no, not Bounty Hunter, the end of Vault event. The next Vault event, I believe, was on the 19th, if I'm not mistaken, of next month. And, well, obviously not this month, it's already past that date, but 19th of next month, and by the end of that weekend, we will make sure we have every hero class in the game maxed, because I want to try getting it done before next patch, and I believe the end of Vault event would still be before next patch, because it seems like it's going to be late June, early July for next patch, no official date, but if I had to guess around when it's going to be coming out, that's about the time. So, yeah, I kind of want to aim before then, just in case next patch is something that we want to focus on. I still don't even know if there is anything, but just in case I want to be ahead of the curve. Because it is a 5.0 patch, or, 0.0 patch. And we haven't had one in almost 2 years, so it's actually the longest time we've gone without a 0.0 patch. So it's going to be bringing in something big, and what exactly that is, or if it's even infinitely grindable, we don't currently know. But we'll find out in time. Can I show my invasion team quickly? Yeah, it was this. It was the same one I mentioned on Monday video. It's Sir Mordain, Reflection of Good, Marilith. But, yeah, this team. Same one from the Monday video. And you can replace these out for any mana generators. This is where the 2 I mentioned and went with. Works pretty good. It has barrier, so if you go to the higher levels, you don't need to worry about it dying. It also gives you that initial enrage for when you don't have it, because he does constantly keep regaining enrage, but you need a kill first. However, this allows you to get it before you get your kill, in case they have a 75% reduction in first slot. Ends up working out pretty good, especially since you can end up one-turning it with a half mana start hero class and get it up with a 1 single purple surge, and then be good to go just to give it enrage and barrier so it doesn't die, and gets that initial enrage to get all the other enrages going. Works really, really well. That's the team we end up rolling with. Will we start using all the vault keys that we have? Yeah. I'll be claiming my first one of our excess probably tomorrow, actually, because we'll be getting it through invasions. And as soon as we reach all invasion rewards, we'll go claim them all. And then we'll have a vault key that we need to go use, because that'll be 201. Yeah, every vault key beyond 200 for now we will be using immediately. I've yet to do so for any, but that'll be our first one, the one we get from invasions. Anyways, guys, any other questions? Anything else I missed? Let me know. Otherwise, we will be calling it a night for now. And I'll be back tomorrow, same time as I mentioned. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we do every night. And we'll go from there. But yeah, next Friday, we got a lot of content. Actually, all of next week, we have a lot of content. On Monday, we're getting the normal Glory Troop, and then we're getting a somewhat okay new Legend. It's really unique, or really, it's a really rarely used niche kind of utility troop, but it'll still be something that's actually still usable. So we'll be getting a new legendary troop in the event you drop on Monday. We'll get a new Glory Troop on Monday, and then on next Friday we get a new faction, which will bring 4 new troops and a new weapon, as well as a new pet, and that comes all within the faction. And then we also get a new mythic on that same Friday, in a week from today. That next mythic's probably going to be a bit underwhelming though. It's basically like a troll that can target on any color, while also having an HP buff on it. Seems like it's going to be underwhelming. However, it might work into some kind of synergy with something that has HP boost ratio. Probably not Sunbird because it loses its benefit after casting. Maybe Voltorus, we'll kind of have to see. Maybe even Ketris. Actually, Ketris even seems like it could potentially work, especially with their mana overlap and how it would end up working out. But I don't know. It's going to have to wait and see how it ends up panning out. But yeah, maybe with like Apothecary, you doing like Brown. I don't know, it could kind of work. I'll have to mess around with it a little bit. I do feel like next Mythic's going to be towards the more underwhelming side, though. Maybe even the lower half of them. But it might be a little bit more average if it can actually land some pretty good synergies with a couple other Mythics. Or just troops in general. But I feel like it's just going to have too high of a mana cost. Trolls can do their casts for only 12. And this thing's going to cost 24 to do almost the exact same thing. The only difference being is that it can do it on any color. However, I feel like its initial cost is just so high that it's probably not going to be worth it compared to just going with trolls. Oh, and we got a tribute ready. Nice. I go grab that before we go. 15 gems, not bad. Anyways, guys, I will catch you later. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see all of you guys soon. Stay safe out there. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.